Hi guys, this is Marie speaking. Welcome to my Basic 101 class. I want to get started right away, so I'm just going to do a little bit of screen sharing here so that we can get the PowerPoint up. All right, so this is Essential Oils 101. So I thought I'd start this with a little bit of my story. So I started using essential oils about 2 years ago. So I'm an English teacher. I teach English as a second language. And I'd spent quite a few years out overseas teaching, and I came back about 3 years ago now, and I was having a lot of problems, health problems, a lot of digestive problems. And so one day I was talking to one of my friends, and she said, well, you really should try essential oils. And she gave me an oil to try, and she explained how to use it and everything. I was a little skeptical at first, but she's a really good friend, so I thought, okay, I'm going to try this. What's the harm? So I tried it and it actually worked. It actually worked really well. So that's kind of the reason for the little graphic as well, because before my essential oils, my stomach was toast. It wasn't working very well. So before we get started, there's just a little bit of a disclaimer, right? This is for learning purposes only. I'm a teacher. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. I'm just simply sharing what has worked for me and my friends and my family. Please consult a healthcare practitioner when making changes to your medical routine. This information is not meant to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Any suggestions and recipes I share in this video are very specific to Young Living essential oils and not other oils. Right, and we'll talk about why I like Young Living oils and why I use Young Living oils in a little bit. The statements made on this video about Young Living oils have not been evaluated by the FDA. I cannot promise you or guarantee you any certain results. Again, I'm just going to tell you what has worked for me and my family. I just want to share with you tonight. So we want to talk first about the very basic. What are essential oils? So essential oils are made from shrubs, plants, bushes, fruits, a whole bunch of different stuff. They are the most powerful part of the plant. Essential oils have been around for thousands of years. Right? Oils are mentioned 1,100 times directly or indirectly in Scripture. Right? The first time it's mentioned is when Joseph is carried away by the slave traders, and the traders there carried spices, balm, and myrrh. It's mentioned again in Genesis when they bury Joseph's father. And of course, probably one of the most famous stories is the story of Jesus, where baby Jesus is given frankincense, myrrh, and gold. And frankincense and myrrh are both essential oils. Some of the oldest cultures have used essential oils. For example, the Egyptians used a lot of essential oils in their life, and they also used it for mummification. They used essential oils. It was only after World War II that we kind of rediscovered these essential oils and what they could do for you and your body. And so every year, the data on how you can use essential oils grows. And how can you use these oils every day? How do you use them in your life? What can you use them for? So the first thing you can do is all sorts of stuff for your body. And this is not the entire list of what essential oils do. Right? But you'll see here, you can use it on many of your systems in your body. Use it for hormones, brain health, healthy weight. You can use essential oils for emotions, in your spiritual practice, to support stress, to enhance exercise. There are so many ways that you can use it. Another main way you can use it is in your home to replace chemicals. Right? And I give you just a few examples here of some of the stuff we sell. Thieves Household Cleaner, laundry. There are many more things. If you like to DIY, right, there are lots of ways that you can make your own cleaners. You can go to my Facebook page and I will show you some DIY things for your home. You can go all over the internet and there's some great recipes. But if you're not a person that likes to DIY, you can also just buy them straight from the company. And with Young Living, you know that these are all chemical free with no pesticides or anything. So how do you use these oils? Once you have them, what do you do with them? So there are three main ways they get into your system. So the first is to apply them topically. Usually when you apply them topically, you would add a carrier oil right onto the skin. You don't normally put them on meat, which means with no carrier oil, just pure oil. The French like to ingest them, use them in recipes and cooking. The Germans diffuse and inhale them. This is probably the most popular way. This is probably the way you're most familiar with. And it can be the most effective way because it doesn't have to pass through the digestive system. How do they actually enter your body? Well, you'll see the little graphic there. Right? It says oils have shown to reach the heart, liver, and thyroid within 3 seconds. They were found in the bloodstream in 26 seconds when applied topically. How long do they last in your body? It can be anywhere from 3 to 6 hours. On a normal, healthy body, it depends on the oil, if it's going to be 3 or 6 hours. Are all essential oils the same? Simple answer is no. So how do you know what the oils are? So there's some different grades of oils. Grade A therapeutic is 100% therapeutic grade oil. This is the Young Living oils. They're made organically from plants and distilled at low temperatures. Grade B is food grade. In food grade, these can contain synthetics, pesticides, fertilizers, chemical extenders, or different carrier oils. For grade C, it's perfume. And often these contain adulterating chemicals and solvents so that you get a higher yield. Some of these solvents can be cancerous, right? And they may also be diluted 80 to 95% with alcohol. Grade D is called floral water. So floral water is only for diffusing, and it's a byproduct of grade A distillation. So after all the oil is pulled out for the grade A oils, the leftover water is sold as floral water to companies. They in turn might fill it 5% with a bottle and then label it pure. And so in order to be labeled pure essential oil, you only need 5% of essential oils. And you can be up to 95% diluted with alcohol, carrier oils, formaldehyde, and other things. That's why you really need to do some research on what essential oils, where they're manufactured, how they're manufactured, and what kind of company. Because really, that's what it's all about. If you don't want to be taking essential oils to be chemical free only to find out that you're actually adding chemicals in. So you really need to look at whatever company. And that's kind of this is why I choose Young Living. And I think Young Living is the best because I know how things are manufactured. They have a promise of seed to seal. Now, what does that mean? It means that they plant the harvest, they cultivate, they distill, they test it, then they seal it right up in a bottle, and then they send it right to your home. The plants are hand weeded. They don't add pesticides, chemicals, or weed killers, right? It's harvested at the very peak. All the oils go through a vigorous testing process to make sure that they are pure. And then they go right from the farm to your home. Why do companies sell oils more cheaply? I will tell you right now, Young Living is not the cheapest oils on the market. And we do that because they're quality products. Why do other companies sell oils more cheaply? Because they want to save money. Right? If you spray your crops with pesticides, you have more crops. If you use a chemical solvent to extract the oil, you can pull more oil out. If you dilute it with a cheaper oil or a carrier oil, you can stretch all the oil that you have distilled. Why is that important? Because it takes a lot of plant to make 1 ounce of oil. So for example, it takes 60,000 rose blossoms to provide 1 ounce of rose oil. Lavender, which is one of the more abundant plants, it still takes 220 pounds to provide 7 pounds of oil. With jasmine, it takes 8 million hand-picked blossoms just to produce 2.2 pounds of oil. Sandalwood trees need to be 30 years old, 30 feet tall, before Young Living will harvest them. So it can take a lot of a plant to produce just a little bit of oil. And that's why you'll notice that there are different prices on the oils. A little goes a long way. So most of these oils are between $10 and $30. Right? They're sold in 5 milliliter or 15 milliliter bottles. Each 5 milliliter bottle contains about 90 drops. Each 15 bottle contains 250. Each application is 1 to 3 drops. And it really is only 1 to 3 drops. When you have pure, 100% pure grade A essential oil, you don't need a lot of oil. Right? That means that you can get between 45 and 90 applications in each bottle. You can also get 83 to 250 applications in a 15 milliliter bottle. So it goes a long way. So one of the questions a lot of people ask me is, are they safe? Right? So yes, they are safe, but there are certain oils that are photosensitive. So don't use if you're going outside right away. Most of these are citrus oils like lemon and grapefruit. This is also why you'll notice that the bottles are not see-through. Like they're usually brown or blue, sometimes even green. It's because of this photosensitivity. When using on your skin, always watch for redness and dilute with a carrier oil. Always dilute oils on children. Their skin is more sensitive. Same thing with pets. Dilute when you use oils with children. Places never to put essential oils. Don't put them in your eyes. Don't put them in your ears. Okay. Internal use. Is it safe? With Young Living, yes, it is. They've created a Vitality line. It has distinctive white labels. That way you know which oils are safe to take internally. I would not recommend taking oils internally if you're using an oil other than Young Living. If you are, then you really have to look at the label. What does it say? Most labels will say not for use internally. Right? Look at the manufacturing plant or company, or if it's from somebody that makes their own, ask them how they make it. Right? But just really do be careful if you use anything other than Young Living. What is a carrier oil? So you probably have noticed I said a couple of times, dilute this with a carrier oil. A carrier oil is oils like olive oil, coconut oil, jojoba oil, almond, walnut, right? All these are oils, and their molecules are much larger than those of essential oils. Why do you want to use a carrier oil? Well, it makes your oil go farther, but also it slows down the absorption of the essential oil so that it goes through slowly and is more effective. So think about this. Look at the ingredients in your bathroom or your kitchen. Pause this video, go to your bathroom or your kitchen, and just pull out your cleaning products, your beauty products, and just look at the back and read the ingredients. How many chemicals are in our everyday things that we use? Well, the average woman applies over 300 chemicals a day to her body, just through soaps, makeup, shampoo, and hair products. 80 of these are applied before breakfast. It's unbelievable how many chemicals we now ingest into our system. And I often wonder, like, what are we doing to our bodies with all these chemicals? And I don't really have a good answer for that. But one thing I know about Young Living is they have just one ingredient. If you get lemon oil, there's only lemon in it. If it's oregano, there's only oregano in it. Tangerine, there's only tangerine. That means no additives and no yuck. But there are so many essential oils out there. How do you know which oils to start with and which oils are basic? While there may be 300 oils on the earth, even more different kinds of blends that you can do, you only actually need 10 or 20 oils to really build a good kit. So that's what I'm going to talk to you today is we're going to talk about the premium starter kit and the 11-day oils that go with this. And this is always where I recommend people start. These are some of the most popular and most useful oils to start with. So the first oil is frankincense. So you'll probably remember frankincense from the Christmas story. You know, the wise men bring gold, frankincense, and myrrh to the baby Jesus. Did you ever wonder what frankincense is or what it does? Right? Frankincense is one of the top skin oils. It's a key ingredient in brain power. Right? You can use it during prayer time to help with grounding and purpose. It's great to use when you need to focus. And so it's a really great oil for that. Peppermint is the next one. It's one of my favorite oils. It's one that's in my purse all the time. And it supports gastrointestinal comfort, promotes healthy bowel function, enhances guts, or healthy gut, sorry. And it's great to use to diffuse peppermint you can take internally. I like to put 1 drop, and when I say 1 drop, I really mean 1 drop in my coffee or in my hot chocolate, especially to make peppermint mochas. I love peppermint mochas. Then I can get a peppermint mocha without the sugar and chemicals that might be in the syrup that you get in your local coffee shop. And that's one of my favorite ways to use peppermint. I also like to use it when I have a headache or to give me a little bit of energy when I go to the gym. So there's lots and lots of different ways to use peppermint. Another way that's good to use peppermint is to spray it around your baseboards to keep those critters we don't want in our house, like mice and spiders. The next one is lavender. Lavender has 1,000 uses, kind of like peppermint. It's just one of those all-around great things. It's most known for its relaxation and its calming and soothing properties. Right? You can add a few drops to your bath. You can also, a lot of people like to make linen sprays. So you put a little bit of lavender with some vodka or witch hazel and water, and then you can, in a nice little spray bottle, and you can spray it on your pillow or on your sheets at night to help relax and calm you and get a good night's sleep. Citrus Fresh. Citrus Fresh is a newer oil to the kit. It's great to freshen air, eliminate oils. Right? You can use it as a massage on your feet. I use it a lot as a spray. So I make a room spray and I use it in the bathroom. So again, it's a little bit of Citrus Fresh, a little bit of witch hazel or vodka with water. You shake it up. Then after you go to the bathroom, you spray it around the bathroom to get a nice scent and to be odor free. Another thing I used it for recently, I got a new car and it has that new car smell. And I don't really like that smell. It kind of gives me a headache. So I took a few cotton balls and I put Citrus Fresh on the cotton balls and I set these cotton balls right into the air vents. Then I turned on my vents, my heat, or you could actually use your air conditioning, but I turned on my heat. And then it just kind of fills up the whole car with the Citrus Fresh smell, and it eliminated that new car smell that I didn't like. Stress Away promotes wellness, and it is just like it sounds. It helps to relax you and to relieve stress. I have this every day in my purse. I put it on the roller bottle filament that comes in your starter kit. That way, anytime I or some of my coworkers are feeling stressed, we can just rub it on and you just smell it, and it helps so much with the stress. Thieves. Thieves is another really big one. You'll notice when I was showing you the graphic with the cleaner, we use it a lot in cleaning. It also helps to support a healthy respiratory system, maintain overall wellness. Right? And there's even a fun little story that goes along with the thieves. So in the Middle Ages, during the Black Plague, there were a group that was going around and they were taking things off the body, going into houses where people had died of the plague. But the funny thing is, they weren't getting sick. And people wondered why. Well, it comes to find out they were wearing this big mask, and inside the mask they were using these herbs and spices. And these herbs and spices were to help boost their immune system. And so those herbs and spices that they were using back then in the Middle Ages, they put down into one combination of essential oil, and I named it Thieves. So it's a really great way to um, support your immune system. Right now, I've been using it a lot in my diffuser because we had a very rainy summer, and so my room just really felt a little bit moldy and musty, and so I've been diffusing Thieves to take away all that mold and mustiness that is in the air and maybe in some of my bedding. And so I've really been using that one quite a bit. Another one is lemon. We've all heard of lemon. It's great to put in your water and your food. In fact, I have it in my water right now with a little bit of spearmint because my voice is starting to go a little bit. It's been a long day, and so I have it to help my voice and my throat. It's also a key ingredient in Thieves, as well as a key ingredient in Ninja Red, and that is our wellness drink, and it may help to even support your immune system. Copaiba. Copaiba promotes overall wellness, supports nearly every system in the body. It's also great for skin. I kind of use it in a different way. I'll use it in a blend, which I'll talk about in just a few minutes. I also use it, I put a little bit under my nose when I'm not feeling well, and it helps to relax me, and it helps to open up my sinuses a bit. So that's one way that I use it quite often. The next one is Panaway. This one is great for after your exercise to soothe your muscles. You can apply it to your neck, you can apply it to your back. I use this Panaway along with the Copaiba and the lavender and some carrier oil to make a nice little what I call muscle ease blend. And so then I put it on if I've had a long day and my muscles are really sore and tight, or if I've had a hard time at the gym, I'm really sore and achy. This is actually the one that got one of my friend's husbands into essential oils. So she had gotten these essential oils, she was using them, and he was really very skeptical. One night he came home from work and he was very sore and tired from working, and she said, well, can I use an essential oil on you? So reluctantly he said, yes, you can use it on. And so she made the same kind of blend that I make, and she put it on his sore muscles, and within a couple minutes he was feeling much better. The next oil, and oil number 10, is Digize. So this is great for the digestive system. And if you remember my story at the very beginning, this was the oil my friend recommended for me when I was having all my digestive problems. Right? There's a couple ways you can use the Digize. You can add it with a drop of peppermint to water. You can take it in a little veggie cap, so you put inside the veggie cap, you put the oil, and then you add a carrier oil that you can eat, and then you just take it as a pill. I usually take it with water. I'll make a tea, or I'll just put a little bit on my tongue. My mom, she doesn't really like the taste of it, but she likes the smell of it. So she puts it in a 10 milliliter roller bottle with a carrier oil, and then she can put it on topically right on her abdomen when she's not feeling good. So there's a couple different ways that you can use that Digize. Also, I find that when I have that time of the month and I have cramps and digestive issues, I find it really great to help with those things. The last one we're going to talk about is Raven. Raven is to support a healthy respiratory system. It has a very comforting smell. You can put it with a carrier oil and rub it on your feet, or what I like to do more often is rub it on my chest, kind of like Vicks Vapor Rub, and it opens your chest up a little bit, and it just creates a nice, comfortable atmosphere. So those are the 11 oils that come in the kit. And so maybe you're asking, why should I do these oils? Well, really, like we talked about earlier, there's so many chemicals, and it's time to kick them to the curb. You can't control everything that happens out there, or how many chemicals you come in contact with outside your home, but you can control what's in your home, right? And when you try them and you see what they do for your body, right, then it's impossible not to want more and to share with your family and your friends, right? Especially when they see you use them all the time and every day, and you look at the ingredients list, and it's everything that you can pronounce. And then just think about this: when you take care of yourself, you can fully do what God has created you to do. So where do you begin? So again, you're going to begin with a Young Living starter kit. It's the only thing on Young Living's site that's half off. Right? This is done very much on purpose. Gary Young, the founder, really wanted to get essential oils into every single household. And so to do that, he tried to make it as cheap for everybody as possible. So basically, you're giving 11 bottles of therapeutic grade oil for around $70. Right? You can't even buy oils that cheap in the grocery store. Right? And remember, each bottle has 90 drops of oil in it, so that means 90 applications. Right? So here's everything that comes in the kit. You get the 11 oils, then you get the diffuser. Now the diffuser is, just by itself, is $83.88. So more than half of what you're paying for your $160 is diffuser, right? In the oils alone, the 11 oils would cost a couple $100 if you bought them separately, but when you buy them in the kit, you get them for about $76. So in addition to the oils in the diffuser, Young Living gives you some samples of our health drink, things to share. The roller filament I talked about earlier that I put on my Stress Away came from my kit. Also in the kit, you'll see some information on each oil and some suggestions on how to use them. The kit also comes with a lifetime wholesale membership. Right? What does that mean? It means that even after you get the kit and you go to buy oils, you get 24% off oils for the rest of your life. Right? To maintain your wholesale membership, you just need to spend $50 in a year. Right? And $50 is easy to spend. That's a couple oils or a couple bottles of Thieves cleaner. Right? There's never a membership fee for this. In addition, that's what you get from the company, but here's what you get from me. So the first thing you get is membership in my private Facebook group called Journeys in Oiling. So that's a place where you can chat and connect with others who like essential oils as much as you do. It's a place where you get to chat with me. It's also a place that I put new promos and events. The second thing you get is a newsletter. So in the newsletter, I put lots of tips, recipes, trainings, what's going on online and locally. And the third thing you get is a personal consultant, right? So I don't want you to just buy the kit and leave it on the shelf. What I want you to do is buy the kit and use it every day, right? So that's why I give you the membership. That's when I give you the newsletters. But sometimes you have very personal questions you want to ask me, very specific things that you are looking for your family. And that's where this third part comes in. You also get a personal consultant to ask questions and help you with your individual needs. Right? And I'm available. You can message me on Facebook. You'll also see on the side there, learnessentialoilswithmarie@gmail.com. You can email me. In addition, when you get a kit from this particular video, I also will send you an email with some of the different recipes that I've talked about during this video. so that you can get started right away with using your kit. So what is coming? So there you'll see the 11 oils, 5 of which are those vitality oils, which means that you can ingest them. 5 of them are not. Plus, you get that stress away. Right? You get a diffuser. You have a choice. And then you'll look and see in the bottom left all the samples that are included. How to order. It's very simple. So the first way you can order is just click at the bottom of the description. It says order. You can click right on there and become and go right to the page with all my member information. Or you can go to youngliving.com, click become a member. You'll add my sponsor and enrollment number. They're the same number. They're also in the description. Screen 2 lets you pick out your kit. So I'm talking about the premium starter kit today. There are a couple different kinds of kits, including a Thieves starter kit to become more chemical free in your home. So you're going to pick out the premium starter kit in screen 2. Then screen 3 adds your mailing info. Right? And that's because Young Living is going to send this directly to your door. Right? So you're going to put in your mailing information. And then step 4, collect your payment information right off there. Then you're off and running. In about a week to 10 days, they will send you your kit. Now, just one thing. So the starter kit is a great gift idea. So happy birthday, Merry Christmas, happy anniversary. It's a great gift to give. If you give someone the gift of a premium starter kit, send me an email, talk to me on Facebook, give me their name, or just let me know that you're giving it as a gift. That way I can make sure that they get all the information that you have. I'll also give you a postcard or a card that you can put in with the premium starter kit with my information on it and happy birthday or happy anniversary or Merry Christmas, right? So that they still get that personal consultant and all the information on how to use it. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this this video. I hope you got a lot of value out of it. Again, you'll notice in the description, it has a spot where you can order. If you are, for some reason, you're not ready to order a starter kit, but you would still like to get more information, you can join my newsletter without getting a starter kit. That's the only thing you can do. The other two, you get once you get the starting kit, but you can actually just get a monthly newsletter. And then you'll see again my Facebook page, which is Learn Essential Oils with Marie, and that has lots of great tips and trainings. So thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions or would like to know something more specific, you can email me, you can Facebook me. I hope to talk to you soon. Thank you very much.